my dear Scorpio. This is a love reading, a prediction for Capricorn season, 21st of December to January 2020, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. The first reading I did was for the birthday sign Capricorn, and I'm reading the other signs in the order of most appreciated videos from the previous love readings published for Sagittarius season. You can see the order I read in this time around at the community section of my channel. Also want to take this chance to wish you all happy holidays and eventually also happy new year, but I will come back and wish you happy new year closer to the new year. So this will be a love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or situation you are dealing with. Use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you personally. If you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Sagittarius season that is up, or the pick a card readings on the first page of my channel. Click the little Queen of Cups icon and you will come to this first channel page. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot by Roberto de Angelis. Okay, so when I open your deck here, I see the Four of Swords and Death. Death is number 13, 1 plus 3, 4. So something has happened in the past and you have kind of put it on the back burner, or you kind of try to not care so much about it, but it's still stomping away through your life. It's very, very significant what happened, and but you're dealing with it in the best way you can by kind of just trying to digest what has been going on. So you might be also a little bit ill or under the weather because of this what have happened. So you really need to rest and take really good care of yourself. So I call the divine with love and light, and here we have Death in the reverse with the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So is what I said, that this disappointment from what happened is kind of still trampling through your life, rampaging through your life like this, but it's going on inside of you. I think the actual situation is over, but the effect of it is still haunting you a little bit. So I called the 4 archangels, and it seems like someone was disregarding of your feelings, or just spilled out your love, or didn't care for the feelings or the relationship that you shared. It just like it's like it meant nothing to them, is what I'm feeling here, or you feel like it meant nothing to them. So 6 elements, and we have a Page of Cups here with the 5 of Cups. So it might be that this person that you felt they acted like you meant nothing to them, they might come back and wants to apologize, or want to reconcile, or there might be a new love interest that's coming through, but you might not see it or appreciate new love interest or new friends or new social situations, due to you still being in this little bit acute phase of sadness and mourning. Okay, being very down and feeling down on your luck, so you might have a hard time to see also when good things comes along. So you just focus on this what went down, and you're not focused on the new possibilities. Okay, so just tune in for a few seconds here. Okay, so my dear Scorpio, this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's strength. So it kind of, pull yourself together and stop feeling sorry for yourself, and pull your life together and use the little strength you have to do heroic things for yourself to kind of better your situation. This is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the Page of Wands. So here I think you more felt like angry and maybe revengeful and spiteful towards this person what have done you harm, or these people that have done you harm. But now it's like, okay, so they did what they did. It's not saying anything about me, and I need to, get on my feet and not let these people or this person destroy more of my life just by me going around and moping, okay? So I don't mean that you don't have the, entitlement to be sad, but it's only destructive for you to give it so much room and so much power. So this is what's on your conscious mind about them. This is the situation at hand, and this is what's on their conscious mind about you. And this is your feelings towards them, the relationship or the bond between you, and this is what's their feelings towards you. Your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with a situation, and we have the sun in reverse. So something was very, very happy, and then it wasn't. The kind of sun went behind the clouds. So things that was worth celebrating, and you felt on the top of the world, and then you didn't because of death or this what happened. Okay, death is like endings, and so this is what's on your conscious mind about them, and you think that they are not to be trusted, and you have kind of exploited them to not be this good friend which you thought they were, or this lover to the end, or that it might be family has betrayed you or something, and now you feel more in control. You have kind of first it was probably a shock what happened, and now it's more that, yeah, okay, so now I understand that these people can't be trusted. People like this, you can't trust them. So you have gotten this out of the situation, that you now have less high thoughts about people like this, okay? So you have gotten like a real lesson in who you can trust and who you can't trust. And we have the moon and the sun, and both are in reverse. So they were your sun and moon, and then you realize that they were not feeling the same towards you, or they were not honoring this great love that you had for them. So what's on their conscious mind about you? 10 of Wands. So I think they feel guilty. I think they feel like, okay, things didn't go exactly as they wanted. And it might be a lot of things that they want to say to you, but they can't. Probably because they feel ashamed and feel that you are angry with them. So they're carrying this shame around, is what I'm feeling. It doesn't always have to be shame, this 10 of Wands. It can be a person trying too hard. But what I feel here is the person wants to bury their head, not in the sand, but they have this, what they want to express, but they kind of know it's no idea. Okay, it's no idea to tell this to you, because what they did to you was so awful that you can't possibly forgive them. And this is common energies, and it's a three, the Empress in reversed, so more major arcana cards. And it shows this, that there was something wonderful, you shared something, like the intimacy between mother and child. So that kind of love that we all seek after, like to be able to be that close to someone and almost read each other's mind and finish each other's sentences, that is off, that's gone. It ended, so, but we can still feel the heat of this kind of love. And this is your feelings towards them, and it's a 5 of Cups, so you're picking up the pieces, you're no longer wallowing in sadness, and you're getting a grip of the situation, and you're just taking the teaching out of the situation. It still hurts like hell, but you're not giving them that kind of power anymore. That you maybe did in the beginning of this, where you kind of maybe ask them, oh, what did I did wrong, or how could I have better, how could I done things differently, and can't you forgive me? Now you're like, well, that is over. Okay, and this is their feelings towards you, and we have a Page of Swords in reversed. So again, I feel like they want to say something to you, but they are still a little bit spiteful as well. I don't think they want to admit to what it is that they are feeling here. That they actually have like a lot they want to say to you, but in their feeling department, they are turning that into, they can think they can think like this, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But then they feel something, shame, for example, and then they decide, no, it was really the other person's fault because they did this and this and this. So it's going in circles like this is what I'm feeling. So they're not being able to communicate what it is that's on their mind. So a person like this, that's so a little bit confused because on one hand, they are taking responsibility for the situation. On the other hand, they aren't. So a person like this might do a lot of crazy stuff, like you can think that they are like a baby or mad. Okay, they can call you up in the middle of the night and hang up, or they can for example send you things like through Facebook or Twitter or some kind of app which is kind of poking you in some kind of way, sending you invitations to some game or something like that, to just it's like they want to start something with you again, but they don't want to lead the way, and they still want to sit on their high horse that you did wrong and it was your fault all this whatever happened. So you can't do anything with this. It's just ignore it and pretend it didn't happen, because approach like that is worth nothing, basically. So this is your behaviors and attitudes towards them, and we have a King of Cups, which is Scorpio. So you're acting from your natural Scorpio self. I think you found yourself more and more through these different challenges that you have been through, and you have realized that I can't jump through hoops for people. I can't be this or I can't be that. I can be myself, and that is what I do best. And it's nothing wrong with who I am. I'm loving. I know about feelings. I can guide people when it comes to feelings. If they have asked me, I would have told them a better way to deal with this situation, because this is a person that's very wise when it comes to matters of the heart or how we feel. So if they would have told you maybe how they felt instead of acting all high and mighty, maybe you could have helped them in some way, but instead it feels like they betrayed you. Okay, and this is your behaviors and attitudes, their behaviors and attitudes towards you, and it seems like they're going to increase the attack. So if you're not taking the bait with these poking activities, they might actually approach you. But still, I don't feel that this is coming in a harmonious way. It seems like it's coming in like they still haven't a clue, because they haven't worked through this. They are refusing to take responsibility in the situation, and therefore they have still only their side of things. But they still want to, approach you in some way. So outcome and 8 of Pentacles. So you seem very tolerant and resilient in this situation. You have been through hell here, and here you're just, rising above and asking, okay, so what's your problem here? How can I help you? Okay, so you're still wondering about this and that. Okay, this is how I felt in this situation. They're coming galloping into your house here. And you are trying your best to fix it. I'm not sure you need to fix it. Maybe you're dealing with the air sign here, and in that case it doesn't have to be that bad, but it seems kind of bad. Here you're sitting on your throne, or you're fixing with your things, and they are galloping into your productivity here, peace and quiet, harmony, a nice day, and they come and mess it all up. So but you seem to not lose your footing and be able to keep your cool, and also very, very much niceness. So that's more tolerant than what I would have been, I guess. So I don't know why you're being this resilient, but maybe you're interested in fixing it too. But if it's possible with this person, I don't know. So I'm going to check what's in their heart. And we have this sweet little picture. And we can see this person haven't really forgiven this person, but they have angel wings and doing their best here. So forgiveness, okay. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And now I got a little bit nauseated, because I think about this Justin Bieber song. and it's such a stupid song about a stupid person that just want the other person to forgive them because of it would be convenient for them, and they are missing this other person, but they don't want to talk about the situation. They kind of say, I can say I'm sorry, but I think it's your fault too. So they are not really taking responsibility in this situation. They're just high and mighty, want to take back what they lost because of their bad behavior, but they don't want to talk it through so their behavior can change. So that is what I'm getting out of this Justin Bieber song. And I think it's too late to say I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll write it down. I feel sorry for the person that was on the other end. Too late to say I'm sorry. So you can see that they are not sorry at all. Okay, they're a little sorry, a little bit ashamed here, but they are not taking responsibility. Like, one part of them is awakened and know, it wasn't that great. But the other side is silencing that side and saying, well, they could have done it like this. And the other side is saying, well, don't you think that? No. So they haven't really worked this through. They haven't taken responsibility for what they did or what happened. And you seem to be very tolerant with people like this, but I don't know, okay? And here we have what's in your heart. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So again, you have patience as well. I don't think you're trying too hard. I'm not. Yeah, okay. You're trying too hard here in the future. Here, you need to give it time so they can come with a better apology, or a better, come with a better set of mind to actually work the situation out, instead of just, maybe they will come like this and say, okay, so I think what happened was stupid and I want us to be friends again, or whatever. And then you say, well, if that is to happen, we need to talk about the situation. We need to figure out, how to not repeat the same mistakes. So you're being the bigger person here and, wise. and the other person will immediately be super annoyed with you because they have this resistance towards working through their shame and guilt, because they, in some way, they probably have problems with their self-esteem and self-respect. So if they would to admit that, okay, I did wrong, they would probably have a mental breakdown, and that would be a good thing, because they would rise again and a more wise person after that. But they don't want to. They are resisting this mental breakdown, and they don't want to hear about they did anything wrong ever. Okay, so when you say this, they will probably have a bad reaction to this. So, give it time. They will come around again. Maybe they have had this mental breakdown and they are a better person for it. So that's what we can hope. Okay, so I'm going to take from Grace cards for you. See if we can see anything more here, advice, or like your side of the story here. And we have act and surrender. So it goes well with your very grown-up personality in this situation. Surrender is the key that unlocks the door to grace. Charge forward. When we combine action with unwavering faith, the power of grace will meet our needs. I actually think that this is for you two here. You are not taking up the fight. You just want to kind of fix the situation. I don't want you to surrender, however. So I think this is more an advice against really surrender. You can surrender, not wanting to have a fight, but don't surrender, what's common sense for how a person are supposed to act towards another. Don't surrender that. But with this kind of behavior, you are not picking a fight, and you're showing the other person what they need to do. Okay. So I think you are being a good example by not taking up weapons and slicing their heads off. You're more like, well, yes, I can understand I did something wrong, but this is how I felt. This is the consequences that were for me because of this, what happened. And and act. They are charging forward, we can see that. Unwavering faith, the power of grace. I think they're lacking a little bit the power of grace, but maybe I'm too hard on them. I think that they will take action, and I feel certain emotions here, but I have a very hard time describing them. I feel they are taking action. Okay, so you're a little bit careful with them when they are coming. I feel you're a little bit careful. You know that they are going through something, and that they are, not in their right mind, not really sane. So it's almost like you're dealing with an insane person in a very adult way. So we can't act all. I'm not saying that they are really insane, but when a person, refuses to listen to their own inner voice and kind of pushes away the voice of reason inside of them, they can act very insane. We can see this with a lot of people in power situations, like either the family, like the one that rules the family or the country or whatever, that they can and sometimes be it's hard for them to see their own flaws. They never admit to flaws, and it's because they want to keep their power, because their power gives them security. And it seems like you're nurturing their power here in some way, and okay, trying to stroke them the right way, because they are insane, because they don't see half of their own perception. They are blind on one eye. And you know this, and you're being almost like a nurse to this person. I don't know why. But anyways, it seems like, yes, the divine agrees with you. Take it, be careful in this situation, but know that this might not be, there will not be a solution, because this person is not ready for a solution, but it will be another round. That is what I'm seeing. Okay, so if this confused you enough, there's more readings up on the my first channel page for Sagittarius season. There's also pick a card readings there that can help you further to understand this situation, what's your role in it. I will also sprinkle out new pick a card readings during December, and in the end of December I will come back with a similar reading like this. So until then, take really good care and happy holidays. Bye bye everyone.